There's a lot to learn about just appreciating what you have and the people around you.
Hello, Deven, Logan. Nice to meet you. Thank you so much for
Yeah,
your time. Yes, a pleasure to
absolutely.
yes, a pleasure to talk to you both. So I'm going to start with you, Devin. How is it for you to be voicing this amazing character, Sonic? You already, I was looking your credits, and you did anime, you did some other characters, different characters.
Right.
But what was about this one that makes so special?
It's very surreal. It doesn't even feel real sometimes. But Sonic is a character that means so much to so many people, and it's a character. He's a character who meant so much to me as a little kid because I was very shy. So Sonic is a character that I very much looked to for inspiration. He's always so cool. He's so confident. He's always got a clever joke. He knows just what to do. And so as a shy kid, I said, "Oh, I want to be like that someday." And now I am that. So it's funny how life can work sometimes, and it's just a really cool thing to get to be a part of and to get to tell this amazing story. And again, I've been given so much great material to work with, the animation team, the writing team, everybody doing such a great job.
That's amazing. Yeah, what I saw, it's amazing. What you did, what they are doing it, and they're gonna do for season 2. I'm pretty sure because I'm already thinking about season 2. So I'm gonna go to
I'd
you.
love to see it.
Yes. So I'm gonna go to you, Logan. You've been working in an amazing project, like the company itself, like a WildBrain, and I love the Snoopy show. I love the Proud Family, and now you're doing Sonic Prime, and we already saw a lot different series like along the years for Sonic. What is this one is so it makes different? What is the standout for this one?
Yeah, great question. There's a few things. Number one, we really wanted to take a swing with this series and do something different and really add a new chapter to the Sonic mythology. And first and foremost, it is inspired by and based on the mythology and the brand's legacy. So it is part of the canon, and we wanted to make sure that those elements were very authentic and we were accurately representing that stuff. And the storyline and those original, the Prime characters are faithful versions that exist as the mythology demands. And then in terms of drama and storytelling, we really wanted to do something, pretty daring and exciting and unexpected. And that's where the whole concept for the Shatter event and the Shatterverse came from, is like, how can we plunge Sonic into an exciting journey that's really going to test the limits of his characters, that gives us a new experience at the same time and adds a new chapter. And so that's really how we approached it and designed the story to sort of surround his character. He is that hero. He's going to stand up for his friends. He's always there, but maybe he hasn't always appreciated them for everything that they do and everything that they bring to the table. So what he kind of learns on his journey is, like, he's this hero that could always do it himself because he's the guy with speed. He really truly learns how to become the hero that everybody needs. So it's just been a amazing journey in that respect. And I think that's kind of what makes it different from some of the other stuff that's been out there. It is part of that legacy, and it does it explores new and exciting directions at the same time.
Yeah, it's amazing. So I'm gonna come back to you, Devin. Do you have anything that you can relate to Sonic? Anything that for you from your personality that you can mirror on Sonic?
I would definitely say just how much Sonic cares about all of his friends. He always really wants to do the right thing, and it's really important to him to be a really good role model to help Tails to be somebody that Tails can look up to. And Tails is actually the character that I relate to the most because I am much more shy. I kind of like to take my time and think things through where I can. So to see the version of Tails that we get in the Shatterverse in New York City, where we meet a Tails who never had a Sonic in his life, and how he is different because of that, how he in certain ways he has had to change and have a different outlook on the world. That's something that I really connected with, and I enjoyed exploring that and his dynamic with Sonic and them meeting each other when they haven't met before in this world. It's really something that I've enjoyed exploring and learning about.
Amazing, but I never thought that you'd be a shy person because of your voice. It's so bright, so like I never would have figured that out.
I had to learn to be more like Sonic, but naturally I'm more of a Tails.
Great. And you, Logan, I'm gonna ask you like there was like any like was more challenging, any part that was more challenging to bring these animation together?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's always challenging when you're working with an existing IP and you want to honor that faithfully, and then you want to do something daring and exciting at the same time, and ensure that you're not alienating any part of the audience, and you're creating a unique and exciting experience for the whole audience. So from a writing perspective, it was definitely a challenge, and we wrote and we rewrote and we rewrote again, and then we storyboarded and reboarded, and the commitment level from everybody from Sega and Man of Action and Netflix to ensure we got the story right was just an amazing collaboration, and everybody was so dedicated to ensuring that this, it stood out, it felt different, and it was really as quality storytelling. And then on the production side, the visuals had to stand up to that elevated narrative at the same time. So ensuring that our worlds are rich and have deep cinematic feel and look to them, that the characters felt integrated into these big, crazy sci-fi worlds, and ensuring that we kind of honor that classic Sega character design, but infuse, are able to integrate them and infuse them in these worlds that are sometimes very dark and intimidating or beautiful and bright. So it really stretched our production capability, and it's amazing how the studio really rallied around, supporting the show and bringing innovative new technique and workflow to the table to ensure we could pull the show off.
Great. No, on that note, and also what Devon talked about, that he can relate to Tails. What about you, Logan? Can you relate to, what is the character that he can relate to?
Well, I was always drawn to Sonic and his love of speed and his out of control action. As a kid growing up, I played hockey and I skateboarded, and I was always drawn to fast sports, skiing, and when I saw Sonic, it was like the ultimate fantasy of speed, where he could rip around the landscape and zip through a loop-de-loop and run up and down the mountainside, and I just found that so appealing, and it was such a cool core fantasy, and that carries through in the games. The games are so fun to play. His speed is so, is such an appealing aspect. And we wanted to make sure that this show pushed that dynamic of Sonic, to the forefront. And you could really feel the exuberance and the energy. And we ensured those action sequences felt like they were, they carried that speed forward. And on one hand, carried all his classic moves from the games, but we had action style choreography that made it feel like it worked for a high production value show at the same time.
Amazing. So Devon, for you, what were the, like, everything, I think this is for kids, like is TV 7 on, when you check on Netflix, that the series is gonna be watched by kids, of course, and by the parents. But what do you think kids are gonna learn watching this series, Sonic Prime?
I think that there's a lot to learn about just appreciating what you have and the people around you. Sonic has always, tried to do the right thing and is always trying to protect his friends, but sometimes he forgets to think about, hey, how can they help me? I don't have to always do everything myself. Let's all work together. So there's a lot of that. He spends a lot of time sort of looking within himself and thinking, okay, you know what? Maybe the way that I'm used to doing things isn't always the best way to doing things. So there's a lot of exploration. There's a lot of self-study that I think is really great for any hero or anyone to do, really. To take that time to stop and think and, wait a minute, maybe I can do things differently. maybe I can appreciate things a little more.
Yeah, maybe it's not everything that I can do alone. Sometimes takes a village to do everything that we can do, like this animation, right, Logan?
Oh, yes.
Takes a village.
Absolutely. Yeah, it takes a village, no doubt about it.
Yeah. And what do you think, what else we can expect of the series, in your opinion, Logan?
Expect the unexpected. We are in a Shatterverse, and Prism Energy is a very mysterious and powerful and volatile energy source that can affect reality. So there are lots of twists and turns coming down the pipe, and the Shatterverse itself is an unexplored, very, very rich and dynamic world, ever changing. So and there's lots of fun Easter eggs along the way for fans to discover as they go on the journey. So there's a little bit of something in there for everybody, and you can expect, lots of fun character comedy that comes from Sonic and who he is as a person, but also we get to see him stretched in ways that I don't think we've ever seen before. So you get some real emotional depth and these layers that Deven's talking about: compassion, empathy, and appreciating what you have, and also taking responsibility for your own actions. Like, Sonic's created a bit of a mess, and he's got to clean it up, and that puts him in a place I don't think we've ever really seen before.
Exactly. That's amazing. I just want to thank you both so much for your time. A pleasure to meet you, and Deven, a lot of success, and Logan, keep creating this amazing stuff with your
wonderful
production. Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure.
Thanks for your time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
If you like this video, don't forget to comment, to like, and subscribe to our channel right here.